Hey, healthy people. It's Christy. How you doing? How you doing? This is week 6 of online school, which is crazy. I feel like we just started this whole thing. Every time I look at my face when I'm filming one of these videos, I'm like, oh my god, my hair. It's just so long. It's curling out, guys. It's nuts. I have this curly Q thing. I don't even understand. Ugh, so bad. Can't wait to get a haircut. I wonder what you guys are missing the most. I'm missing my haircuts. I am. And going any place without a thing covering my face. But you know, what can you do? What can you do? Definitely don't want to get COVID. That's for sure. So if I have to have long hair, I have to have long hair. So my point of this video, I'm not sure how long this is gonna take. It might be one video, it might be two. I want to go over the instructions for week 6. And I think that some of my questions will be kind of difficult if you don't actually watch this video. So if you're used to just doing the help work and submitting it without like watching me, I would actually take time to watch these videos because I think they'll help. So before we begin, I want to say as of today, 5/21, today is Thursday, May the 21st. As of today, you should all have 4 stickers on your sticker sheet. One of you has 5, but everyone else should be at 4, okay? So this is your 5th sticker for the one other person who did the online video chat. You know who you are. You're at 6. Okay? So if you do not have 4 stickers, you really shouldn't be watching this video. You should go back and you should do previous assignments before you get to this one. If you do have 4 stickers and you're with me and we're good, then keep on keeping on. You can stay here and listen to the rest of this video. Oh my god, my hair. This is crazy. Okay. It's still gonna pop. Look, it slowly curls. See? Okay. I'm gonna move my face for a second here. I want to read the 5th learning target. You might read this learning target and be like, well, Christy, we just did this. For learning target 4. That's not necessarily true. Learning target 4, you built some core vocabulary words. I think learning target 4 is an important target simply because people use those terms that you went over last week very wrong. A lot of adults, even adults within the LGBT community, where we use these terms often, use these terms wrong. So I think going back to learning target 4, I think it's important to know how to use the terms correctly. 1, you don't want to seem ignorant, right, in the world. But 2, it's a way for you to educate others too. Like if you hear someone using the term, and I'm not talking about any of the derogatory or insulting words, just something as simple as gender, right, or gender binary. Right? These are terms that, again, like you can, if you hear someone using them incorrectly, you can be like, well, you know what, I learned in health, or, you know, I know that, blah, blah, blah. And you can teach others. And I think that's important because not everybody has access to this kind of education. Okay, so learning target 5, it says students can define and distinguish between gender, identity, and sexual orientation. All right, so I'm gonna highlight that for a second. Up. Why is it going so slow? Highlight, and I'm gonna highlight that. How come it didn't highlight? How come it didn't highlight, guys? Okay. Alright, students can define and distinguish between gender, identity, and sexual orientation. This means that you have to know both of these definitions, and you have to know the differences between them. Because this is something, again, most adults, they swap up They get confused. They don't know the difference, right? So you, at the end of this unit, should be able to tell me, like, what is similar between gender identity and sexual orientation, but what is different, right? Because they aren't the same thing. Students can also discuss ways to communicate respectfully with and about people of all gender identities, gender expressions, and sexual orientations. I added this last bit to this target because I think that a lot of people struggle in their daily life, and I'm actually one of them. I will admit this. Pronouns are really hard for me. And it's not because I don't believe in it. It's not because I don't think that people should have the right to, it has nothing to do with that. It's just it's something I didn't grow up with. As a 30-year-old, pronoun thing is new for me. And it's something that it takes time, I think, in terms of your English language to change. And I always love it when students say, "Hey, you got the wrong pronoun," or "Hey, this person actually identifies as a they," or "Hey, you did it wrong." I actually give candy out in those kinds of situations because I forget, and I think a lot of us forget. But I think it's really, really, really important to learn to communicate respectfully with all people, no matter what they look like, right? So, and the last thing you want to do in your life, guys, at least I think, because I know I know you guys in this class, and you're all pretty respectful. The last thing you want to do is insult someone without even knowing you're insulting them, because I think this happens all the time with gender non-conforming people. I think people ask them questions, or they introduce themselves and they say things that are really, really rude without meaning to be rude, right? They don't realize it's insulting. So I guess I can give you an example. So I remember going. Where was I going? I was going to visit a college. I was in high school. I was with my mom, and we were going to visit some school. And I had taken the day off from school. And when I was younger, most of you have seen pictures of me when I was younger, but I had pretty short hair. I mean, I always have had short hair, at least ever since I've been 17. And I was skinnier, so I really did look like a guy. To be completely honest, I very much looked like a boy. And I remember being in the car, and I was opening the passenger side, and I nicked the guy's car next to us. And I was like, ooh. It wasn't a bad nick, it was just a small nick. But I didn't realize it, but the dude was actually in the car, which, is never good. So the guy gets out, and he's like, "Oh, your son, he nicked my car," and he gets all upset. And then my mom's like, "Hey, relax, it's okay, let's exchange information, whatever you need." And then the guy starts getting more and more escalated, and out of nowhere, he refers to me as an it. So he realizes that I'm female, and then instead of saying your daughter or your, whatever, he says, "Well, it did this." And then my mom, she froze in her footsteps, and she's like, "Did you just refer to my child as an it?" And she's like, "Urgh." And she got all super mom on me. I love my mom, by the way. And I think that's a good story. Whether the guy meant to do it or not, right? It doesn't really matter to me. So if he intentionally meant to call me an it to hurt me or hurt my mom, that's rude, insulting, and makes him a tiny human. But maybe he didn't do it intentionally. Maybe he was like, "Oh, girl that looks like boy, I'm not sure what to do," and his brain just automatically went to it, which isn't okay. That's not okay. But this is an example of ways we need to be able to communicate respectfully with people, even if they have different views of the world, or if they have different experiences, or they look differently. We need to be able to respect all people, right? I think another way to think about this too, to go back, we are the Many Nations Academy, right? Most of the kids at our school are native. So if we can compare this to someone coming up to you at a powwow and saying, "Oh, what a cool costume that is!" I've seen an interaction very similar to that before, and you're just like, you don't want to yell at the person, but you also really want to yell at the person and be like, "What is wrong with you? This isn't a costume. This is way more than a costume." So I think, again, being able to educate people on communicating respectfully to people that are different from themselves, right, is really, really important. And yes, sometimes people communicate disrespectfully on purpose because they're trying to insult you. Other times they just don't know. And I think that it's important to be able to like move on from high school with an understanding that like everybody's not exposed to everything, and they might not know or understand how to communicate respectfully. And that's where it's important for someone like me, I think, to instead of hating people for disrespecting me, it's important to say, do you understand what you just did? Or do you, to try to, for those who want to know and who want to be respectful, I think it's important to give them an opportunity to learn, I guess is what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and read the directions for Learning Target 5. Normally I don't do this for this class, but I want to make sure some things are clear. So step 1, read the definitions listed below. Some of the definitions we discussed last week and will therefore be a review. Yay, review! Some of the terms are new. When you are done reading through the definitions, watch this video. This video is this video. So I'm hoping you've already read the definitions and gone through them. If you did, then you followed the instructions and you're great. Good job. Step 2. Read the reflection questions underneath the definitions and answer the questions by using the definitions and this video. This video and the next video. So what you're supposed to do, again, is read the definitions, watch this video, watch my next video, and then answer the questions about the definitions, right? So we are going to go ahead and start that now. I'm going to hold on to step 3, and we're going to move on to that when we are ready. Okay, so moving down here, moving down, definitions. Oops. Okay, biological sex. I think most people know this, right? Biological sex is referring to, I like to just think of it as referring to your parts, your bits, right? Boys have penises, girls have vaginas, biological sex. So a medical term used to refer to hormonal. Remember, we talked about hormones in the beginning of the school year. Men, testosterone, women, estrogen. There's also a lot of other ones. So biological sex, a medical term used to refer to hormones or anatomical characteristics. Anatomical, anatomy, again, parts of your body. That are used to classify an individual as female or male or intersex. You have not heard this word. Well, you may have heard this word in other realms of your life, but I have not taught you about this word yet. Again, biological sex, the classic definition. My video is going to end in 5 seconds. Shucks. Peace. See you in video 2.